Coach, between the two games, it's only been two games, but between the first game and the second game, what were some of the point of emphasis that you thought they did better tonight than on opening night?
Well, I felt like our hits on defensive rebounds were better. Really take pride in our defensive rebound, and we were top 35 or so last season. And Auburn just punched us in the mouth in the glass, and that was a game. Auburn shot 33% from the field. So we did the job as far as game plan and forcing misses. We just didn't finish possessions. We pride ourselves in defensive rebounding. Today was a little bit better. I felt like, they still got more than we'd like in 9. We want to hold teams to 8 or less offensive rebounds. So I felt like our spirit was better, our mindset coming in. The guys were good.
And you played 10 the first half. You had 10 score the first half. Just the balance, is that something that you look for coming into the season, or has it just happened organically?
Yeah, no, I love our depth. And Devin Dinkins was unavailable tonight, and Emeka Naji played minutes at Auburn. So we want to play as many guys that deserve it, but with that comes much responsibility. So, looking at your defensive box scores, some of the guys that were in the minus, right? Why? Defensively. Not knowing some plays on offense. With those minutes is a huge responsibility that's required.
Coach, kind of adding on to that, there was a lot made about the depth being a lot better this year, that the bench was going to be a lot deeper for this year. 10 guys all scoring tonight. Do you think you guys are going to be able to continue to do that all season this year? They're going to be able to continue to go 10 guys deep if you need to?
I'd like to. The depth is good for multiple reasons. It's good so we can make substitutions for egregious defensive mistakes, egregious offensive mistakes. I had to let a lot of stuff that aren't what we want to do here from a discipline standpoint, from a principle standpoint, from a team value. I had to let a lot of that stuff slide last season, and we're not anymore. Ronald Polite didn't box out one time; he came right out. VJ Bailey had a turnover that we've explicitly said don't, throw the ball to Giannis Ojiako's ankles. He came right out. So that's the second. That's one reason. Obviously, the depth in games, more guys, but the competition in practice has been really good. And it was maybe a sign leading up to Auburn, but our second group, our young guy, our second group beat our old group a few times in that practice leading up to Auburn. So the competition has been better in practice. Iron truly sharpens iron.
First half, I thought you guys were moving with purpose, cutting and screening away. It was really impressive. How would you characterize that work in the second half?
No, second half not as good. Coach Felton made that point to the team. We very rarely run set plays after misses. We did a few times tonight, because I felt the movement was stagnant, so we wanted to force some movement and score. Josh got going. We got a lead, so that it's okay if it's stagnant and the ball's in his hands in the post. We get to our post space, and then we'll see what they give us.
You talked about the competition internally. Justin had 9 points in 8 minutes, and is there more minutes for him there somewhere? Is there something you want to see more?
There is, but like I said, Justin was really good offensively. He made some defensive errors. He made some offensive execution errors, which shortened his minutes. I've said this the players control their minutes, not me. What you do from a production standpoint every day in practice and when you're on the court will dictate your minutes. Not us, not me. You play as long as you want to play.
Any other questions?
All right, thanks, guys.